Boom, boom, boom. In the room. Will it work? Will it not work? It's semi-worked. We are... Anyway. Race 4. Season 4. Easy to remember. 44. Hashtag TMLH. Boom, boom, boom. Shake the room. We're at Baku. Ooh, that's a cool camera angle. Yo, it's Dace. The fish. Doesn't exceed track limits there. I don't think. Not like it matters anyway, he's on an outlap, unlike Ryan Rods, who was on a hot lap. He's just completed that hot lap. I tell you something, I think I must be allergic to Coleslaw Cup. I can't get this camera to work either. And I don't know why. As a no jug puts himself on provisional pole position with a 140.4. Yeah, I don't know why. And I've got my bedroom light on, which is giving off some heat, and it's kind of warm in here. So if it's not going to work, I'd like to know. But like, there's no reason why it shouldn't work. Fixed it. Okay, sweet. That's really done. That's why. I need to make this a little bit smaller as well. Whee! Goodbye. Yeah, there we go. So we got that working. Okay, I can turn this back on now, so you should be able to see me. Hello, everybody. We're here to watch Coleslaw Cup, and I'm saying I think I am allergic to Coleslaw Cup. Mojo doesn't want to get in the way of anyone. Be completely fine all day. Coleslaw Cup. I'm sneezing. I'm coughing. I'm dying. I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is. It's one of those things. It's a mystery. I've got my phone here, so we should have something up here on YouTube. See any comments that do come in, which probably won't be many. But feel free to say hello. As we watch Mojo crawling along. The Max Verstappen Miami helmet. I made this point last weekend. I went to the field and counted them. I think there were 4 or 5 last week. I'm not entirely sure. You can check again. Mojo has one. Why does not? Nope. See, this is the issue with checking and qualifying. This is why checking and qualifying is a bad idea. So we shouldn't do it. We'll check under the safety car. If there is a safety car. There might not be a safety car. Just joking. It's Coleslaw Cup. We're at Baku. Of course there's going to be a safety car. What are you talking about? Guys, want to see something cool? That is what I'm talking about, mate. One day I'm going to fill that up with Red Bull and kill myself. It's going to be amazing. It's just going to be like I'd turn into like, oh, what's his name? He runs really fast and that dude tries to catch you. Roadrunner or whatever his name is. I'll just be going a million. I'll just be doing laps. I'd be running around. I'd be upside down on the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling when I'm dancing on the ceiling. All right. Quite incredible, really. Talking about incredible, let's visit the oxymoron of incredible. It's days. There's always a transition that involves days. We've always got to find what is the key to commentary. He's back. Kind of doesn't look like he's backing off though anytime soon. There he is, a 10th of his best time so far throughout this lap. Very crucial to get a good run out of here as it sets you up for an incredibly long straight. It's basically a motorway at this point. It really is. Yeah, I mean, you could just read the newspaper at this point. Just check out what's going on in the news. And he crosses the line, improved by 7/100ths of a second, but doesn't make too much of a difference. Excuse me for 1 second while I just die really quick. Okay, I've finished dying until in about 3 minutes time. I will start dying once more. Thank you, Bacon. You know, I could probably change this within the app that I'm using now, but I'm too raw to do that. So hopefully that is a big improvement. I did increase the microphone volume quite significantly. So we shall see. Now my nose itches. Can I just be allergic to beer? Imagine that's what it was. I mean, I'm no expert. More, I don't know if it goes up more. I feel like we're at a max. That's the highest it goes. If that fails, then I need to turn down the desktop audio that's coming through, I suppose. Ryan Rods goes purple in Sector 1. Perfect. Okay, sweet. Ooh, talking about perfect, that was a pretty nice line, but it wasn't perfect. Perfection can never be achieved, ladies and gentlemen. Or can it? Have that debate. Amongst yourselves. Adam retiring. Whoa! Saucy there from Ryan Rods. Misses the apex on that final corner. Not like he'll mind that much. He's carried quite a good bit of speed through. Through the S as he goes. Maybe takes a little bit too much curb on the inside there. Looked like he maybe stalled a little bit in terms of the speed. The acceleration, perhaps. However, he's going to cross the line and take a 1 second improvement, apparently. Yeah, I think that's about right as well. Still not enough to challenge NLR No Jug's imperious time. Imperious or impervious? Or Mount Vesuvius? Who knows? Second key to commentary. Everything you say must be a non sequitur. This isn't even a key to commentary at this point. This is just Will's guide from personal experience of how to be a terrible commentator and not make any effort at all to rectify the situation. That's me, folks. I should write a book. But I can't be bothered. Yeah, there we are. Light work, though. A 140.3. 5.3, which is better than a 140.454. Did you ever find your monster? No. And the whole room has been like gutted out and empty. A 140.1 there from No Jug. So, I mean, like, the world does need to know, and I get emotional talking about this subject too much. I don't even know what to say at this point. I don't know what's happened. Maybe I've had some sort of fugue state like Breaking Bad where I've drank it and not at all thought that I had. I honestly couldn't tell you. But also this is just better. Anyway. Ooh. Hey. We'll see just how much I get through with this before the end of today's stream. It's about 2.5 pints. And a UK pint is, I think, I can't even work out the calculator. It's about 17% larger than a US pint, I think would be the percentage. I'm not entirely sure on that. And I would share my workings out on that one, but I don't want to look like an imbecile, so I won't. Anyway, No Joke, top of the timings. That probably happened, and I've probably commentated over it and forgotten. But there we are, on 140.1. Call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but you're P13, so maybe I won't call you. Slayerized is on an outlap. Jonathan Dunk also on an outlap. Is anybody doing anything exciting? Hightower is on a hot lap, which means he's travelling at everybody else's outlap speed. Deary. Oh, dearie me. A relative of Sharir, I believe. Of Sharir Coleslaw. No? No, that's this guy. That's Goatser. Yeah. Deary's the new dude. He's given up league racing for 2 years and is making his triumphant return tonight. This is how you know I do not read off of a script, if that was ever in doubt. I mean, I've got a feeling you perhaps suspected that was not the case to begin with. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dear. Yep, that is the joke that I'm going to go with. And yes, I am not going to stop doing that. Yes, Deary is going to continue. Despite that collision with the wall, he's just going to keep on trucking. He does not mind. Let's put my phone on mute so it doesn't make a noise as it vibrates against the wood of the table and give me a heart attack. Mario Guitar! Okay, nothing's really going on now. What's Jonathan Dunk doing? Oh, he hot lapping for real though. Man, I am just so allergic to Coleslaw Cup. It's crazy. I don't know what it is. Honest to goodness gracious me. I do apologise. I'd honestly, if anybody has any suggestions as to what on earth causes this, I'm all ears, because it strikes only when I'm doing Coleslaw Cup commentary. I've got no idea what it is. Oof. Ow, that hurt. Mr. Jonathan Dunk, that is a wall, my friend. You may want to avoid that, if possible. Here comes Dace to start his flying lap. Yeah, I don't know what is more of a mystery. Why I get Ebola every time we have to do a Coleslaw Cup race, or where the hell that monster went to that one time. God knows. Really, Jonathan Dunk has retired from the session. To be expected, considering there's only 30 seconds left. We should probably find whoever is the furthest ahead. I think it might be light work. It is light work. But he is way off on his best time so far, and he's not going to make it round to start another lap, so it might just be Jova for him. And Ryanrod's approaching the castle section. He could have took more on the inside there. He didn't. Perhaps he wanted to avoid that curb, but I feel like maybe that's a slight mistake. He's left a little bit of time on the table. But he's hit his apexes nicely through the castle section. Hop back on board, but yeah, Lightwork's completely backed off, so Lightwork will not be setting a competitive lap time. Again, he'll have to rest on his banker. A very solid banker, that is, over 140.3. Can't be too unhappy with that. Apologies. Here comes Ryanrod's. Goetzer did not set a time that was in any way competitive. He set a 147, he'll be starting at the back, but not as far back as Galloway. Ryanrod's crosses the line in 140.121. Yes, I can read. Oh my goodness me, no joke, it's not going to be on pole. That is not preferable. Dace has pitted. Calibub, though, is 6/10 up on his best time. That would put him at a 140.9. He needs to find more time if he wants to elevate himself up on any positions. Lanzi, he is off his best time so far. Cynical is up, but only slightly. Calibub enables the DRS, though. A little rear wing flap opening up there on the straight to reduce the drag in the car. He crosses the line. Cannot jump Dace. He's still just under 2/10 of a second away from that. Lanzi is next to cross the line. Well, actually, Cynical is. He jumps up to P7. Lanzi decides to pull into the pits. And that is the final qualifying order. We have GSR Ryanrod's on pole position, no jug in P2, with Lightwork in P3, Dace P4. And the rest is as good a guess as you guys have got, because I didn't read that far down. Oh well. So just some confirmation there. Ryanrod's on pole, no jug in P2, Lightwork P3 and Dace P4. Some people still haven't got their flags selected after this new game cycle has begun. Calibub P5, Lanzi P6, Cynical P7, Scabney 8th, Shreya Coleslaw in P9 with Jonathan Dunk P10. P11 is Slayer Ice in the McLaren 8 up P12, Hightower P13 and Corbin maybe P14 with VTEC just behind him in P15 rocking a Canadian flag for whatever fucking reason. Who cares, it's VTEC. He does what he wants. Deary Racing 803 is in 16 with Goetzer in 17th. Galloway just behind him in 18th, who didn't bother setting a time because he's just too cool for that. It is unfortunate. I did want to use the face cam today, but I mean, this is just going to be too much from having to close it off every 10 seconds to quickly die. Yeah. So we got a couple of minutes to wait here, so I can tell you a couple stories, I suppose, or you guys can entertain us in the comment section. Not like that's ever going to happen. I was at work at the bar today. Next minute, this really bossy guy comes in. Honestly, it was pretty cool actually, because he ordered everyone around. So yeah, no one complained too much. It was it's pretty good. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to stream Coleslaw Cup tonight because my computer seemed to have some sort of issue a couple of days ago. But it turns out it just caught cold because I'd left a window open. So there's that one for you guys. Have you heard about that woman that just won't stop collecting magazines? Like newspaper magazines. Honestly, she has issues. Did you hear about that guy that drank all that invisible ink? He's still at the hospital waiting to be seen. I'm here all week, guys. What did the tree say when spring finally arrived? Anybody know? He said, well, that's a relief. I'll tell the guitar broken strings one, but I have done that one before. Can't reuse material. What am I, a comic? No way. I'm far too not funny for that. Get away, UI. Thank you very much. Do you know how you cook an alligator? You use a crock pot. Maybe the American viewers knew that one already. Not the joke, just how to cook an alligator. Yeah. There was a right draft coming through in work today, though. It was ridiculous. Like, every time there was a breeze, just the draft would come straight through. And so someone said to me, well, can you close that door? There's a right draft. Can you close that door, please? I said, it's not a door. They said, you are? It's quite clearly a door, that. I said, no, mate, it's a jar. Do you get it? It's a jar. It was a jar. That's why the breeze was coming in. Well, yeah. What do you guys think? How was that? Should I go on tour? Should I go on tour with that material? No. Oh well. Well, we've got the two silver arrows P1 and P2 lying astern along the formation lap. Light work in P3. Dace in P4. What lap will he spin? Get your bets in down below. What lap will Dace spin? Whoever is closest does not win any sort of prize. But, you know, you take part. Whoa, it's a Red Bull, it's a Lanzi. He's not interested in waiting around for no fool. Cali Rob, he got too ambitious. On the right hand side you can see just how far Baku's been put now because of that. And Goats has done the same thing, as has Hightower. Will M. Galloway do it? All the pressure is on it. Deary Racing has done it as well. Galloway plays it safe. Oh, don't do the glitch. Don't do that. Don't you dare do that. Hopefully those guys will be okay. Galloway just jumped at the start. He's got the drive-through penalty. As has Slayer Rise, let's jump to the front. It's all pretty well ordered. The top four staying in the same place, as has Caliber behind them. And yeah, those guys have been disqualified. We may see a restart here. We'll have to wait and see. This is a glitch that happened at the weekend in SFR as well, where if you get disqualified parking up after the formation lap, you can then get disqualified from the race overall. That's a virtual safety car. I'm just going to hop into their Discord call and let them know what that is in case some of them didn't realise. That was quick. I was quick. I relayed that information. Oh my goodness me. We are going to have a restart, guys, which is why you see everybody kamikazing into everybody else. Codemasters unable to make a game that works. We've been through this many times before. So we will see everybody restart. This is going to take a little while, unfortunately. Through comes my invite. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, yo, let's hope this music isn't copyrighted. Pa, 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 pa. This is going to take a little while, so you know what? Let's do something. Let's do something interesting. Goodness me, I don't know what this... Anybody a doctor? I need a doctor. I'm about to lose my mind, I need a doctor. Call me a doctor. I need a doctor. It's like Eminem in it. Let's play some chess. Oh, goodness me. Oh, we don't want a 30-minute game. 2 minute with 1 second increment. Let's rock and roll, boys. Have a quick game of chess. That will keep us all entertained, I'm sure, unless you don't like chess, in which case you won't be entertained, but also that's your fault for not liking chess, so, you know, cry about it. Oh, goodness me. That's created a threat already, but then if takes... Yeah, it doesn't really work just yet, that's fine. Do that, allow this diagonal... Oh, no. This diagonal, that doesn't work, because they've attacked the queen. So we just retreat back. Probably should have retreated back to there really and attacked that. That's going to blunder a bishop because I didn't notice, but then he doesn't take it anyway because he's a bozo. That blunders a bishop again to the rook. Ah, you bastard. I can't really castle kingside anymore because the fact that I've just destroyed the whole defensive structure around it. Let's attack that pawn. It's defended by this, but then takes. It's fine. Now takes again. There's probably some tricky ideas here with a fork, but we'll just castle. We've got a little while left as well. We don't really want to blow up this side anymore because we've got our king here. We can hop in there and attack that square. Okay, you're going to play that. This is what happens. Every time I play the London system, I end up in this sort of situation where I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. Let's just give a check for the fun of it. He blocks. Can't take because it's defended. Can I fork him at all? Because I can't attack there. Can't attack there. I can't really do anything. Let's take. Let's attack the centre. He might take here. I'll take back. That's fine. I'll take. You bozo. You can't even take that back now as well. Threaten that. Now where'd you go, pal? Discovered attack. Oh god. Just be a little bit more defensive. Let me just go back over to the F1. Yep, we haven't started yet. Okay. Got a little bit carried away there. Let's do that. That's check. Maybe he takes with the rook and I take back with the queen. Doesn't happen, but now that's check. But then he just moves back. There's not really many ideas here. We can go here. I'm trying to be like instructional. It's probably going to cost me, to be fair. That's hanging. Shit! We're playing with black now. Let me check how long we got. It's probably going to start soon. That's my 100% record of chess on Coleslaw Cup broken, guys. I didn't see that at all. God damn. It's almost like I've been drinking 3 fucking pint glasses of beer all night. Oh, I had a nasty... that's fine. Yeah, none of this is really a threat, though. Yeah. He can take this with check. Yeah. That's fine, I can block. Queen trade wouldn't be... lol. That's haha funny moment. This bishop's kind of dead. Probably should have pushed that instead of taking. He could probably attack it with something like that, I guess, but we can take. Oh no, we can't take. No, we can take. This bishop is now pinned to the king. Yeah, that's a blunder. Because I do that. And then I do that. Now I'll double check that the F1 hasn't started yet. Okay, we're loading in, so we can switch back over now. I would have won that though, for the record. Now, the great thing, I've got this app, so I can just hit a button now. I think it's the F123 button. If it isn't, then you'll see a black screen, and I do apologise for that. You do see? Look at that. I did that all on my phone. How incredible is that? The marvelous marvels of technology. Okay, yeah, so it seems like this glitch was definitely not a thing when the game started, but has since become a thing. Why does this company have the license for this damn game? One of the greatest sports in the world, and these bozos have the license for it. All they know how to do is make it look pretty. That's all they do. Ugh. Talking about pretty embarrassing. You need an antihistamine. But what am I allergic to? GW. Gabby. What am I allergic to? What do I need? What? Why? Does a hay fever tablet help? What? What? There's no hay over here. Hey you. Why the hell I got this fever? Could you imagine being a doctor? Would you ever have to go to the doctor? You just look in the mirror and be like, ah, yeah, I see. I've got AIDS. No, but for real, like, imagine. That'd be ace. That'd be so awesome. That'd be dope as hell. I bet you can't prescribe yourself stuff. I bet there's, like, safeguards in place to prevent that from happening. But still, I wonder what bozos are going to forget their setups on the grid as well. Oh, someone left the session. Who was it? It was Deary Racing. Oh, dearie me. Are we doing a... We're doing a formation lap? I'm not sure if that's a good decision. Considering that's what broke it the last time. Let's hope it doesn't break it this time. Yeah, exactly. See? Not being able to prescribe yourself is a little bit of a... See, but this is the thing. I wouldn't want to prescribe myself. I'd want to prescribe drugs to myself. I think outside the box here. How is that legislation worded? Because if that legislation is not worded correctly... I don't know. You can, just not controlled substances. What's classed as... Like, on normal drugs? Like, what is... Because, like, you've got stuff that you can buy anyway, like paracetamol or whatever, or ibuprofen. Or, like, hay fever tablets. Is it just anything that is normally prescribed as a controlled substance? Like, how does that work? I don't know. Oh, there's a bit of lag going on, that's not great. But I need to prescribe myself some bone-hurting juice for real. I'm dying, dude. I'm dying. What's going on? Eh. Jonathan Blummin' Dunk. What are you doing, you little bozo? All the way down in P10. Just chill your beans, brother. Now you're freaking screwed, pal. Because you're going to have the coldest tyres in the west. And we're not even in the west, we're in the east. We're in Azerbaijan. But east and west is all relative to whatever reference point it is that you make up in the first place. So who really cares? Look at these guys. The good stuff. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I want some of the good stuff. I mean, who even cares though? Like at this, like you're allowed to just have a gun. That's more dangerous than any fucking Adderall. Like, who cares? Ryan was, oh, that would be so funny if he got disqualified from the race. But it wouldn't be that funny because we just restarted again. But we'd retain the possibility of it being funny, or the potential funniness that would unfold if said race was not restarted, which it would be. I'm sure. And I don't think it's done it this time. I don't think it's done the glitch, which is good. Because to 5 red lights, we go. And it's lights out and away we go. Ryan Mods and No Jug both get decent starts. Lightwork gets a very good start indeed and gets pushed into the wall as repayment for it. His entire front wing has been sheared off. We have Ryan Mods in P1, No Jug in P2 and Dace in P3 with Caliber behind them in P4. P5 is Lanzi trying to make some Orlando magic happen out there on the track. Coleslaw gets his way past Jonathan Dunk, who is falling down the order, no doubt on cold tyres, and it looks like maybe he has some damage. He does not. I thought maybe he did, but that's just how dark the Ferrari front wing is, blending in against the asphalt. Lightwork hemorrhaging positions, for lack of a better term, as we see bumper carts unfold on the track. It looks like Cynical maybe has some damage as well, or maybe he just can't drive. Virtual safety car deployed. A lot of people getting penalties. Slayer Eyes picking up a 5-second time penalty for that collision with Dojo. I didn't even notice that somehow in that entire melee, Jonathan Dunk somehow just DNF'd. He just died. So yeah, I mean, that's always fun. At least it's a virtual safety car. It shouldn't disrupt the action for too long. Just a lap or so. Damn, that silence was piercing, wasn't it? That was deafening silence. As it were, the contrast of audio levels from before and after I hit the right bumper button. Anyhow, the two Mercedes, very close together here. A-Dub and Slayer Eyes probably will want to be pitting here. Yep, they are. They want to get off of those tyres and serve the penalties, mainly just serving the penalties, I think. But we've got a few other guys in. Slayer, Lightwork is in. He needs a new front wing, call me maybe, perhaps he had some damage, but back to green light conditions we go. We are racing, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Mods gets a good restart, keeps himself ahead of his teammate NLR Noja. Dace struggling to keep within 1 second of them as he comes under pressure from... It looked like Caliban was closer than he was, maybe not. But Lanzi certainly putting pressure on Caliban. Ryan Mods. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness gracious. He's going to get disqualified if he sits there for too long. Ryan Mods could be in a lot of trouble here because the game is bad. People forget this. The game is terrible. He needs to be careful here. He doesn't get done for going the wrong way or something. But yeah, he's gone into the escape road. You know, we got through qualifying and we thought maybe, just maybe, perhaps we won't see a race with No Jug leading from the start of the race until the end. And god damn it, Ryan Mods. Seriously? You had to go and do that. Anyway, Dace sets the fastest lap of the race so far. No Jug get a little bit of oversteer. I've got a really cool shark tooth necklace on. Everybody's happy, apart from Ryan Mods and Jonathan Dunk, because he's now out of the race. Lightwork did start P3, he's now P13. You could say, well, all that's changed is that he's got a number 1. But that number 1 turns P3 into P13, so never mind. This shark tooth necklace is pretty cool. I got it in Bermuda. I never really looked into what type of shark it was. It's quite small. Serrated as well. Almost like it is a great white tooth, but like maybe a really small one. I don't know. Perhaps we need a Coleslaw Cup community post for all of you shark detectives out there, of which there are none. I'll have to start stabbing and cutting myself and see how well it cuts, and then we'll know what it is. Anyway, Dace wants to cut into No Jug's lead. He's got the DRS, he's got the slipstream, and that lead is no more because Dace is now in P1. Callum, though, sets the fastest lap of the race so far. He is chasing these two down. That'd be kind of cool if Coleslaw Cup had only one community post. This whole time it wasn't about racing at all, it was about a shark tooth. Why do I have a notification on chess? God damn it. You know, you play it one time and they just want to send you notifications. Unreal. Anyway, the top four really pulling away here from Scavney, who is 9 seconds behind the leader of this second pack. I suppose you would call it the peloton, if we were suppose I can't say that. If we were French, let's leave it at that. Or if we were cycling enthusiasts, which is pretty cool as well, if you're somebody who is not at all cool. Whoa! Goatser, that's not cool. What are you doing, pal? That's not... You can't park there, mate. I know I can't park there. Well, he's got it going again anyway. He's probably just given Slayer Eyes the fright of his life, but you know. At least VTech's still behind you. Talking about staying behind someone. No Jug does not want to stay behind Dace any longer. Who would, really? You're just in the danger zone to get collected when he spins again. Goatser, no longer ahead of VTech. You know it's bad when you're not ahead of VTech. Ah, goodness me. Well, that's gone pretty badly for Goatser. That's a shame. He was doing okay, to be fair to him. Oh, No Jug, you need to learn how to shift, buddy. Shift with 4 fingers, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 6 fingers. Just shift effectively, mate. Canadians, eh? What's their game? What are they up to? We need to start a new series called Was It a Dream or Was It Something I Said in Coleslaw Cup last week? Because that's quite a heavy overlap of absolutely ludicrous nonsense. I have a distinct memory. By distinct I mean incredibly vague, as the DRS opens actually on No Jug's car, and Dace's lead is no more. I thought Dace would disappear a little bit quicker than he did, but he didn't. But he is now behind No Jug. He will though have the DRS down the next straight in order to try and retake P1 from NLR No Jug, who has gotten a slightly better exit here, but Dace is using that ERS and the DRS. Whee! That's what I suspected would happen with No Jug and Dace on the straight, but it didn't really materialise the other way around. Yeah, I had a very vague memory of deciding to end my friendship with Canada, and I don't remember if this was a dream or if something happened that triggered me to end my friendship with Canada in real life. Either way, get fucked, No Jug. You're still in P2, pal. Probably happened last stream. You think of all people I would know, but I don't. Oh, dearie me. Hightower. Come on, mate. That cheeky little Alpine, get back in your place, light work. You cheeky so-and-so. That was not your position to take, buddy. Thank you very much. No Jug must be frustrated here though, because this is an overtaking opportunity for him that he is not being able to utilise under this yellow. Cali Rob is into the pits. California Robert wants to get off of those mediums and onto those hard compound tyres, and we are only 7 laps of 26 into this race. Oh my goodness gracious me. Scavney will jump ahead of him, but who else will? Well, his teammate probably will. However, Coleslaw will not. Anyway, DRS now re-enabled as this race has restarted, and No Jug has missed an opportunity to get past Dace. I'm sure Dace won't mind too much, but No Jug shouldn't mind too much either. He should be able to keep himself within striking range of Dace, as their pace is pretty similar. Oh, I need to drink more of this beer though, I don't want to waste it. Here comes No Jug. NLR No Hose. That better not have been a lift, Mr. Mackie, because I will be backhanding you. Oh, he's not going to be close enough, or is he? Because he's closing pretty quickly. It would be a dive though, and he does not want to make said dive though. Look how much he just gained on Dace on the brakes. He could look to go for the move here, but does not. He thinks better of it, and it would be a bit of a send, a bit of a dive if he was to send it there, and there's really no point on lap 8 of 26. There's a long way to go yet, 18 laps to be precise. That was quick maths. Goodness me. Ryan Rods gets past Call Me Maybe, who then tries to go back down the inside, and soon remembers that we're talking about Ryan Rods and that's never going to work. No Jug and Dace still so close together. The slipstream around here is very powerful as well, so No Jug will be quite happy sitting where he is. Hightower making another mistake, it would seem, and finding himself all at sea near the back of the field. Goatster though will soon find himself being lapped by the leaders if he is not careful. May even see a bit of damage on his car, honestly. Oh, okay, maybe not. Anyway, let's go back to these guys. Because they're racing for position. And not just for position, but for P1. Should be pretty easy though for No Drug, DRS and the slipstream before he, of course, pulled out to it to the inside. Dace is definitely running some low wings though, because he's not getting blitzed as much as you think he would have. And No Drug went a little bit deep there as well. Dace can nail the exit, keep himself close. We do have yellow flags for Slayer Eyes, who's in the wall. And Dace should be able to make a move again here on No Drug, get back past him again. See, this isn't so straightforward for No Drug. It seems Dace definitely has the advantage in a straight line. That main straight up towards turn 1 is long enough that No Drug's straight line advantage is sort of mitigated by just how long that straight is. He gets away with it because the slipstream is so powerful. Goats are... oh goodness me, mate. It's not going well, is it, mate? Keep on going, pal. Oh, never mind. He's left. Anyway, but that second straight, the slipstream, oh, it's caused a full course safety car. No, it hasn't. It's Slayer Eyes that's caused a full course safety car. Goodness gracious me. Anyway, so it means a No Drug can make a move into turn 1 because of how powerful that slipstream is, but it's not powerful enough into turn 3 for him to make the move. However, it is powerful enough for Dace to make the move into P3, into turn 3, sorry, because Dace has the lower wings, which means whenever No Drug gets past Dace into turn 1, Dace can repass him into turn 3. That's the way it has played out so far. We have yet to see what happens when No Drug defends the inside though, and properly defends. Because he could go to the inside, he does have more downforce, brake later, and really send the move. Anyway, both of these drivers are now into the pits. No Drug had a bit of a bad entry there. He's lost a bit of time to Dace, and he decides to come in for medium tyres. Dace is already on medium tyres, which means he has to go to the hard tyres. So now it's advantage No Drug in terms of grip. However, you may argue that 16 laps is perhaps quite far to take mediums. I'm not sure if I'd agree. Look, that pit entry really hurt No Drug. He's lost the position there to Calibub where Dace has not. Scavney pits as well as Deary and Cynical as well. Galloway does not pit. He's going to make up a few positions here, staying out long on those hard tyres for Coleslaw, leaving the pits 2 on fresh hards. Light work leaving on the fresh hards as well. Quite a few drivers will be taking hards to the end, and a few others will be trying to take mediums to the end as well. And we are back. Still nothing happening. I do apologise for that black screen. The stream did not ban you. Hopefully the safety car will be in this lap. It depends if that Haas of Call Me Maybe... Haas? What am I doing? Haas? It's an Aston Martin. Honest to... Oh my goodness gracious me. And I'm so bad at my job. If Call Me Maybe catches up, which he should do, and now it's not even Call Me Maybe, it's Hightower, because Hightower can't seemingly keep it on the road, even under safety car. My eyes are itching, fun fact. Ugh. Goodness gracious me. What time is it? It's 20 to 4. Sheesh. And we're not even halfway through this race. Oof. It's gonna be a rough one tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, oh my god, I'm gonna swear to God. Hightower, I am gonna actually drop kick you. Hurry up. He's listened. Do you see how much that dot sped up there? We should be in this lap. Don't slow down now that I've stopped. Hightower, you cheeky blooming fool. Catch up. Swear to God, if this safety car does not come in this lap. Oh my Jesus Christ, on a bicycle. Are you serious? I'm sorry, you're getting an angry boy emote in chat. I don't even care. I'm hitting him with the angry boy in the Discord. I do not care. That's absolutely ridiculous. That is beyond ludicrous. Every single driver in the field now has to sit through another lap of just driving around slowly behind the safety car as well. Wunderbar. Well, VTech won't be complaining because he wanted a pit. So he did pit. And he did not lose out. Do 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 do. That echoed the melody so closely that I'm worried I'll get a copyright strike. Will we finally see the safety car pull into the pits? I would be flabbergasted if we did not. I would be positively bamboozled. And there is the message from race control: safety car in this lap. Dace is weaving, trying to get temperature into those tyres, and Calibob, actually, not even no drug on the restart. Calibob has no idea when Dace will bolt though. He may want to wait all the way until the line though to give the driver behind the least possible opportunity to try and get the slipstream and make a move into turn 1. But Dace has gone now. He's caught Calibob napping, and No Jug has gotten a pretty good reaction, at least in comparison to the Alfa Romeo ahead. It's crucial that No Jug is able to dispatch Calibob early on, and he's managed to do so. Calibob unable to defend from the Mercedes. Scabney as well right behind him, and Lanzi right behind him. Deary Racing drops behind Ryan Mods, who has a lot of positions to make up if he's to get back to the sharp end of the field where he belongs. And that's a 5-second time penalty for No Jug ignoring yellow flags. Why that came out, I do not know. I think he made the move on Caliban after the start-finish straight. I'm not sure exactly what you would be penalised for there, but he does have that penalty. It should be pretty easy though for Dace now to keep within 5 seconds of him before the end of this race and take the win. However, we do not know whether that will stand, as that will possibly end up with the stewards depending on if that penalty is dubious or not, and I do not trust Codemasters to have it not be dubious. That was very close between No Jug and the back of Dace's Williams there, but they both get away with it. Deary makes his way past Colby maybe. I'm not sure if Deary left this race earlier on and that's just a ghost. I'm assuming so, from the fact that the car was just ghosted the whole time. But I can't trust Codemasters to do that properly. Anyway, we've got the fight for P1. A little bit of lag involved as well, and this is just a straight drag race because the DRS is not involved. No Jug gain time because of the slipstream, and it's really hard to tell who was going quickest right at the end there because of the freaking lag. Because again, Codemasters absolutely ineptitude to do anything correctly. Lightwork makes his way past 2 drivers, one of them being Galloway, the other one being Ryanrods, perhaps? No, I don't think it was Ryanrods, but yeah, that was an interesting point to hop on board with Galloway as he almost died rather violently. Side by side moment, it's Adub versus GSR Ryanrods. Ryanrods gets past on the inside. Adub gets a little bit of oversteer, but he keeps it out of the wall. Most importantly, No Jug almost out of a second of Dace already. Perhaps this win not so clear cut, as if Dace doesn't have the DRS to reel No Jug back in, perhaps No Jug can pull that gap. No Jug is absolutely flying here. No Jug has checked out. It's almost 2 seconds already. Why does this man have to exist? I mean, let's look at this on an objective level. What does he add versus what does he take away? He takes away my soul with every spirit-crushing domination. Anyhow, Adub is pretty close to Ryanrods, which means that he then gets a really bad exit because I said that, and now he's 9 tenths away. I do apologise, Adub. Completely my fault. Oh well, cry about it. NLR No Jug set the fastest lap. Shock horror, who saw that one coming? Yo, Scabney wants to make a move on Caliban, but he can't. So that's the end of that one. Let's move on. It's like a crescendo of unpleasant noise as I flip through the field, and Scabney is going to be catching up to Caliban here. He tries to choose the outside, but Caliban cuts that one off. That's a retirement from Colby maybe, though thankfully it is in the pit lane, so no need to worry. In terms of a safety car, Coleslaw makes his way past VTEC. VTEC though tries to hold it around the outside. Side by side here, the Haas and the McLaren, and VTEC regains that position, though it did look like Coleslaw slowed down a little unnecessarily there, perhaps giving that position back through some sort of previous grievance and a sense of sporting integrity. Scabney is trying to look forward at Caliban, but he keeps having to look behind at Lanzi. Lanzi is close enough to make a move here on Scabney, but perhaps Scabney is even close enough to make a move on Caliban. Wow, who knows? Anything could happen. What's that song? Anything could happen. Anything could ooh, 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 ooh. Looks like Lanzi's lost a lot of ground. Scabney has not, and Caliban can't defend from that without the DRS. Scavney cruises by. Man, I want some crispy salt and pepper chicken right now. That'd be dope. Galloway gets past Sharia Coleslaw into turn 1 as well. This is Caleb's chance to come back at Scavney if he can, but he cannot. Galloway under a lot of pressure, I was going to say, but not anymore. He's exerting the pressure back on Sharia Coleslaw, who passed him before the DRS detection point, meaning Galloway was able to open his wing for the extra boost of top speed, and Sharia Coleslaw was not, and that's made the difference there. I mean, Sharia will likely have to hold on behind the Alpine for another lap or so before the next overtaking opportunity of turn 1. Light work, keeping Cynical very honest, P6 and P7 respectively. Lanzi doing the same slightly further up the field, perhaps Lanzi with a slight increase in downforce over Kalimov, meaning he can keep the gap pretty close through these sections, though Kalimov seems to have an advantage on the straights. Kalimov is right up behind Scavney now as well. He is looking to re-overtake Scavney, making that move to bring him up into P3, the podium positions. Lanzi putting a lot more pressure on Kalimov this time around, though Kalimov has the tow from Scavney. He has to back out, though he gets boxed in. Lanzi takes that position down the inside. Into the pits is Ryan Rods for some medium tyres for whatever reason. I'm not sure why we wouldn't just go on the one stop using the virtual safety car like everybody else did. But there you go. He'll still end up finishing like P5 or something daft. I mean, probably not, but you know, I wouldn't put it at beyond doubt. 9 laps remaining. Let's hope that there are no more safety cars and we get a straight fighting finish to the end. Lanzi having to catch some oversteer there behind Scavney in the dirty air. Makes his way cleanly though through the castle section. Oh, for God's, I'm such a jinx, man! What even caused that? Oh, my entire world is falling apart. Why? There was no reason. The game did that entirely to spite me. That's all that was. And I'm glad, at least, that everybody here is my witness. Into the pits comes No Jug, not surprisingly considering his lead. Though you could say it's a little bit risky. He's going to drop down a few positions here. He's going on to mediums as well. Yeah, I'm not sure if this makes sense from a tyre perspective. I think it's simply just for the ability to serve that 5-second time penalty. And who would have seen a 1-2 for Williams coming? Not me, because I didn't think there'd be 1 and 2. I thought there'd be 1 and 5, which is correct. Thank you very much. God damn it, I just keep sneezing. hopefully the safety car will be in this lap. Talking about in, we have a Mercedes in the pits. Guess who it is? No reward for guessing who it is because it's patently obvious. Of course, it's GSR Ryan Rods, who's just having a bit of fun at this point. He's probably on softs. I mean, for all out, yeah, he is. Of course he is. 7 laps remaining. Why not? Throw him on, see what happens. Spoiler alert, what happens is probably going to be quite a few overtakes, but Ryan Rod's still not finishing anywhere near where he would like to finish. Oh, goodness me. Oh, I bet we'd be on like lap 23 or 24 by now if it wasn't for this damn safety car. Somebody needs to put Bert Mylander on job seekers allowance. Get him out of there. Yep, confirmation that the safety car is in this lap. What on earth was that? This glass, this stein is insane. You know, I just take so many gulps and I look at it, it just hasn't changed. Anyway, can No Jug catch Dace out? No Jug must be the favourite for this race win. With the pace that he displayed earlier on, Dace has gone. Adam is just behind No Jug. No Jug reacts quite well. He's done well there. He's not been left in the dust, though he isn't able to make an attacking chance out of it. And we've got a lot of cars side by side, 2 by 2. It's like Noah's Ark over here, but it's actually happening. That's the big difference. Woohoo! Callywell in P7. He is just vibing. We've got an Alfa Romeo, I think that is of Cynical, yeah, off into the escape road. Ryan Mods has lost a lot of time as well. Dace still leads the way though from No Jug, with Lancy just behind them in attack mode, and here comes No Jug in ultimate attack mode, makes a move into the chicane. Extraordinary stuff here from NLR No Jug, and he puts Dace on the back foot. Lancy could even take a look at making a move here, and if this track was well designed with overtaking opportunities, I bet he probably would have been able to have a go there. And this has let No Jug escape. 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds. Now the gap 1.4 seconds, 1.5 seconds. Can he make it 1.6 seconds? No, it's back down to 1.4, 1.3. This is Dace's straight line speed. Hey, that was kind of bars, you know. 1.4, 1.5 the gap now, 1.4 again. Now let's see how much Dace gains on this straight. It's 1.7 at the start of the straight. That's 1.6. 1.5. Lanzy pretty close behind Dace as well. He could probably have a go here. He's deploying his ERS. He wants to have a go. 1.4 the gap now. Lanzy with a lot of overspeed makes that move on Dace. Dace can't fight it back. 1.2 now the gap, but every single corner they just lose 2 tenths to No Jug. No Jug so consistent with how quickly he goes through those damn corners. It's unbelievable. We've got a caution at sector 1 and 3. Cynical speeding in the pit lane on his way to retire, I'd imagine, if I had to hazard a guess. Lanzy to Dace, the gap 7.7 tenths of a second, so it's creeping closer towards a full second, which is not what Dace wants. Dace clearly with a very low aero philosophy here. He is just getting slaughtered in the corners by absolutely everyone and their grandmother. doesn't seem like it's the best setup in terms of overall lap time. He now finds himself under a little bit of pressure, not much, a little bit, from Scabney, who is under a hell of a lot more from Lightwork, who made light work of his own front wing on lap 1. Let's hit 9 on the keyboard because that's happening. Galloway makes his way past Ada. What happens if I hit spacebar? Nothing. Fun fact. That's a retirement. Oh, I swear to God, me and Hightower are going to have words. Me and Hightower are going to have some serious words in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I am not a happy chappy with that fella. That bloke needs to sort it out. This is getting ludicrous. This man is ruining my life. A-Dub into the pits, Shreya Coleslaw also into the pits. They are electing to go for the soft tyre. Nancy and No Jug doing the funny. What on earth is going on? Anyhow. Oh, that was a tap there. Galloway in the back of VTech, it looked like. It should be a penalty. VTech's left the session though. He's so disgusted by that act that he no longer wishes to be involved in any of it as well. Just one wait, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, do 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 do. It's Gaffney. I don't believe it can come in this lap, and I think this was possibly... Actually, it wasn't the lap it was deployed, it was the lap after, but it's not done a full lap. So I don't think it can restart just yet. But we are on lap 22 of 26, so there is not much left longer of this race. Those words were definitely the wrong way around. But we move. Shreya has caught up, so we will do this one last lap now, and then we should be restarting for a 4-lap shootout to the end of the race. I very nearly fell asleep then, I'm not even gonna lie. Closing my eyes is a bad idea. Goodness me. Okay, we're about to restart. Thank Christ. We're going to have a sprint race to the finish, essentially. Who will win, in brackets? It's going to be no joke. Close brackets. Who knows who it may be? It's a mystery. Lanzi, Orlando, here to show us some Orlando magic. I want to see something great from you. Get him. Come on. You got this. No jug could go at any moment. Lanzi's being very brave up close behind him, and he's got to make sure he gets the slipstream. Away goes No Jug, and Lanzi reacts quite slowly. Dace reacts more quickly, and yeah, No Jug wisely left that late so that Lanzi could not reap which obviously the benefits of the slipstream down that portion of the track. Shreya though on the softs, already looking to make up positions. The gap between P2 and P3 already way over a second. AW gets past VTEC's Ghost, as VTEC has not yet rejoined the lobby, and though I'd imagine at this point he probably won't rejoin it at all. Though AW though looks to make a move to the inside of M Galloway, and then realises that it's probably not a good idea, and he decides to back out, though he does continue to pile the pressure upon M Galloway too. Pressure really on now from AW, but he knows he does not want to make a move before that incredibly long pit straight. Here comes AW, he gets a much better run through the S's. Pretty smooth as well actually when he comes to the right hand side. It's easy to make contact there when the car ahead is moving slowly, but he did well. Scavney wants to make a move here on Dace, but can't just yet. A Williams civil war may soon unfold. Dace now halfway down the straight has stopped pulling away, but Scavney is just not gaining enough. And that's pretty easy for Dace to retain the position. Next lap around will be the final lap of this race. There will no longer be any safety cars, no matter how bad the crash may be due to how late it is on the game. I hope what I said then made sense. I just completely zoned out and just spoke. I think I fell partly asleep then. Galloway has DNF'd and he's taken Scavney with him. How unfortunate. Yeah, what I was saying, or at least trying to say, was that there will not be a safety car anymore, as it's too late in the race for that to happen. I hope I didn't say something random about cricket or something. Kind of up in P5 though, is close behind Lightwork. That's probably the closest fight that we have throughout the field at this moment in time. Though it's probably not quite close enough for him to make a move, and maybe, though he does not have the DRS yet until, of course, the final lap of the race. But yeah, it will be close enough for Callum to have a look at making a move down the inside. They do make a little bit of contact there, Lightwork gets bumped wide. Callum though loses a bit of traction with that little bit of contact, and he is unable to make the move. Hopefully he doesn't have any damages. He seems to be struggling a little bit now. and he is unable to close up to to Lightwork, sorry, but this is far from over as that final back straight has some incredibly powerful slipstream and DRS. If anybody is still watching and is in chat, can you please reassure me that I didn't say something random about cricket or some sort of nonsense earlier? It's so hard to not zone out when it's 4:10. God damn it. Calirob sticking close. Ooh, that's going to invite some pressure. Lightwork made a mistake there, took too much curbing on the inside and it bumped him up, and look at how Calirob takes the corner in a way that maximises his exit. If I had to make a bet right now, I would say that P4 will end up being Calirob at the end of this straight, though it will be close because Lightwork has the DRS from Dace as well. No Jug getting the fastest lap on the last lap of the race just to rub it in, and you know what, Lightwork's going to actually take this because of the DRS and the slipstream from Dace. And what on earth was Lanzi doing then? Absolute ludicrous nonsense. I've stayed coherent. That's incredible news. Here's Calirob. He's finished P5. Don't know why Lanzi slowed down so much just at the finish line, but he's done enough to keep P2. Lightwork, of course, taking the win as I predicted all those laps ago. Dace P3. P4 is Lightwork, who's done well to recover from such a disastrous turn 1 of lap 1. I can't believe I've stayed coherent. That's incredible. That's actually, like, I should get an achievement in real life. Imagine waving a flag around but it's just a leaf. What are you doing, bro? Like a tree in the spring. Sure, No Jug is feeling some relief as he is capitalised on, I wouldn't say capitalised, mitigated the impact of binning it in qualifying and mitigated it enough to finish P1. Is that still mitigation if it goes perfectly well afterwards? I'll let you all go home and think about that as homework, and you can come back and tell me next week. But there's a final confirmation of the results. No Jug P1, Lanzi P2, Dace P3 with Lightwork just behind him in P4. Then we have Calirob, Coleslaw in P6 with Adub P7, VTech P8 and Deary P9 on his return to league racing with Goatsa behind in P10 somehow. I don't know how that's happened. Galloway P11, Scavney P12, P13 is Hightower, P14 is Cynical, P15 is Ryan Rods, P16 is Coming Maybe, P17 is Slaverized, P18 is Jonathan Dunk. Finished with 2 seconds to go. Easy. Could have done another 20, mate. I will have to love you and leave you for the time being, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that race. And good night. I don't think I'm not going to do interviews because I would fall asleep during them. But thank you all for watching. It's been a good one. It's Azerbaijan, of course it was. See you guys next week.